Alright, just want you to look around. I don't have any notes, nothing anywhere. I'm going to try to do this from my mind. Hi. That's lunch. That's your daddy's hairy chest. Alright, you ready? Oh, that's a special on Louis Tion playing on television. That's you on the other side. Our message page, which is kind of filled with you and me, if you'll look. Kind of like that. Anyway, that's on commercial. Alright. I had to get a couple of bites of food in me first. But here we go. The Creamation of Sam McGee. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the south to roam round the poles, God only knows. He was always cold. Thought of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell. On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold through the parka's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. For our eyes we closed and the lashes froze, and we could scarcely see. 'Tweren't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe. Sam turns to me and, "Cap," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request." Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. Then he says with a sort of moan, "It's the cursed cold, and it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through the bone. Yet, 'tain't being cold, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains." Well, a pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. Woo, nasty in there. So we started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on a sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And by nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. This is where I always get fucking lost. And by nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. Now, a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I cursed that load. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, "You may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, now it's up to you to cremate these last remains." Told you I was going to try this. Didn't say I was going to succeed. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, horror-driven. That's what my apartment looks like from outside. With a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. In the long, long night, by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring cried out their woes to the homeless snows. God, how I loathed that thing. Till I came to the marge of Lake LaBarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit. Then I looked at my frozen chum. Then "Here," cried I, "Here," said I, with a sudden cry, "is my crematorium." Some boards I tore from the cabin floor. Wait, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, yeah. Some boards I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. And the flames just soared, and the furnace roared, such a sight you seldom see. And I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I took a hike, for I did not like to hear him sizzle so. And Wait a minute. I love this part, and I can't remember it. I should have stayed outside. Hang on. This is going to be, wait, we're at 5:11 right now, so this is going to take a while, baby. All right, so what did we do last? Yeah. I took a hike, for I did not like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled, and the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. Oh, God, Becca. I'm really giving it all I got. I haven't done this in so long. I'm usually drunk when I do this, and my mother eggs me on to do it. She's dead. I'm not drunk. Well, we're going to keep trying. Anyway, oh, yeah, here's why we have a mosquito problem. Right, I'm going to pour some bleach in that later. All right, where did we leave off? Right. And the heavens scowled and the huskies howled and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear. But the stars came out and danced about. Ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. Then the door I opened wide. This is me. I'm doing Sam McGee. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile you could see a mile, and he said, please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, this is the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. And you're next. Love you, baby.